of yourself, the brother. Oh, wow, okay.
As we welcome the beautiful bride and her wonderful son.
Still to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give fate a fighting chance. When you get the choice, sit it out or dance. I hope you dance. Hope you dance. the distance. You never pedal for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some drive that hard leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
This is awesome.
Wow. What a stunning day. You pulled it off, my man. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Well, Sherri, you had no idea this was happening today. Your husband-to-be came to me a month and a half ago and said, "This is my plan." And she told me about a dress she wants to buy to wear for a special occasion this morning. And said, he remembers her saying, "I think that could be my wedding dress as well." And so we planned it all, and your best friends and your family came together, and here we are on this auspicious occasion that your son could walk you down the aisle, and your son could sing for you, and your son's about to give you away to Ted today so that you could be the love of his life. And this little girl was so enamored and looked at me and thought I was a guy from the 7-Up commercial. Kristen Queen, no caffeine, ha ha ha. Wow, we've gathered on this Saturday evening to witness the joining together of Sherri Jean McPherson and Ted Mark Hebert in marriage. Marriage is a beautiful commitment. It is not to be entered into lightly or thoughtlessly, and you have obviously fallen in love with each other. That you could stand here today on this biggest surprise of your life and commit to this man you fell in love with. This man that accepted you and your precious children as his very own. And a wonderful opportunity for you to encounter love expressed in a special, unique, and creative way. You know, I'm a minister, and Jesus loved a party. In actual fact, he went to a wedding in Cana of Galilee one day and saw that they ran out of wine, and he said, "You know what, these people need some happiness." And he turned water into wine, and he said, "Drink," and the people asked, "How can you save the best wine for the last?" He said, "Because I wanted you to remember this time forever in your life. Today will be forever etched and written on the table of your heart. And you'll remember the creativity, the planning, and the love that was expressed to Ted, from Ted to you, as well as from your family and children to you, and your friends especially, who put this plan together." So I want to pray and ask God's blessing on our ceremony as I officiate your wedding today. Let's bow and pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you today for the privilege that is ours to witness love in bloom, love maturing, and love standing before us today, committing to each other as husband and wife. I thank you today for the pleasure that is mine to officiate this wedding of Sherri and Ted. May your blessing be upon them as they drink in every moment. May it be forever etched on the memory banks of their mind, that this day will always be remembered as a beautiful sunny Saturday that culminated not only with a proposal to marry, but a marriage 6 hours later. And we thank you today for the blessing of this beautiful day you've given us. When it rained on Thursday and Friday, the sun came out and said it's new beginnings, it's fresh moments. May this time be blessed in the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. I met your dad just before we came in here today. And your dad said to me in the men's gentleman room, I almost spilled the beans. When Sherri took me to hospital here just a few days ago, I said to her, it's another day closer. And he wasn't sure if you caught on to that very day.
That was hard. Keep that secret,
So I thought, wow, Dad, almost you dropped the surprise. So here we are. So there's Daddy sitting right at table number 2. And what a joy for them to witness this day. So, in light of biblical truth that whatsoever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and with a clear understanding of the fact that the vows you're about to speak and the documents you're about to sign will result in a marriage that will be recognized in the corridors of heaven and throughout the courts of the countries of our land. Therefore, if any of you gathered family members or friends can show just cause why Ted and Sherri cannot be legally or lovely joined together in bonds of holy marriage, will you please declare it to me now? All right?
Looking for
You got friends in the house, brother and sister. And should you, Ted or Sherri, have a fact or fear caged in the secret corner of your hearts that it cloud in any way the vows you're about to speak to each other, would you whisper of them to me now? All right? Then let the silence of the audience and at the altar speak throughout your married life, that on your wedding day, you spoke your vows to each other with uncompromising clarity. So here's a beautiful question. Who gives this beautiful woman to be married to this handsome man? Wow. So say, we do.
We do.
Enthusiastically, we do.
We do!
All right. Comfortable. So weddings can be more than just a beautiful occasion for the couple standing in front of us, but if you're here with your partner in life, your husband, your wife, your mate, maybe give them a little elbow here, there, when you hear the words, I do, I will, and you remind them of that special moments when you joined yourself together in marriage. So the Bible is full of wisdom and counsel concerning marriage and love. And it reminds us that marriage is honorable and the marriage bed undefiled. So honor your marriage with its vows and be pure and protect each other. We as husbands ought to love our wives in such a manner that we are willing to lay down our lives for our best friend. Now, I've had the moment to prepare you for this commitment in life. You already are. If you're adults. But if I said to you, Ted, do you know the languages of love that Sherri speaks? And I said to you, those languages are through words of affirmation, through gift giving, through quality time, through acts of service, and through physical touch.
3 times a week.
3 times a week. All right. And so as you express love in those 5 ways, right? If you express love in those 5 ways, your marriage will be filled daily. Where you can daily make deposits of love in your love tanks with each other. And there are needs that both Sherri and you, Ted, have. 5 needs that a man has. His number 1 need, what do you think it is? 3 times a week. Sexual intimacy is a need for a man. Words of admiration, where you compliment him regularly. He needs recreational companionship. The couple that plays together stays together, right? He needs that moments where he can enjoy domestic support, where he can say, I love the way you care for our home, I love the way you care for us. And that domestic support is something that a man needs in his life. And he needs his wife to be his most enthusiastic fan, his greatest cheerleader. So think of ways that you can meet those needs on a regular basis. Okay? She needs affirmation and affection. Emotional intimacy, intimacy, know my heart before you enter my body sexually. So, what are our greatest fears, right? What are our greatest joys? Do you know what our fears and our joys are? So, he needs sexual intimacy. He needs recreational companionship. He needs physical touch. He needs domestic support. And he needs as well the joy of knowing that as you look after yourself as an attractive spouse, you look after him. When you look hot, he feels like a king. When you look like a king.
She's hot.
You obviously care about yourselves. You're looking your best today, and you're caring about yourselves, and you're saying, I'm giving you my best from this day forward. Not that it has not occurred in your relationship that has matured and grown to this day. So as you think about love, St. Paul said love is very patient and kind. It is never envious, boastful, proud, or rude. Love does not demand its own way, and love is not irritable or touchy. Love does not hold grudges or will hardly even notice when others harm them. Love is never very glad about injustice, but rejoices when the truth wins out. If you love someone, Paul said, you'll be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You'll always believe in them, always expect the best of them, and always stand your ground defending them. So as we think about love, we want to remind ourselves that love grows over time. And time equals love. When you spend time with each other, you grow in your love for one another. So I'd like you to prepare yourself for your vows, and maybe if you want to hand your flowers over to your maid of honor, and as you hold both each other's hands, look each other in the eyes, and then I will share the vows with you now. Ted, Mark, Hebert, do you solemnly agree before God, in the presence of these witnesses, to take Sherri Jean McPherson to be your lawful wedded wife, to love and respect her, to value and cherish her, and to walk with her in a husband-wife team of mutual support and acceptance? Do you promise to continue to learn from her, about her, and with her, thus bringing about the perfect union by God, created by God, called marriage? Okay? If you agree with these statements, say, I do. I do. Sherri Jean McPherson, do you solemnly agree before God and in the presence of these witnesses, of family and friends, to take Ted, Mark, Hebert to be your lawful wedded husband, to love and respect him, to value and cherish him, and to walk with him in a wife-husband team of mutual support and acceptance? Do you purpose to continue to learn from him and about him and with him, thus bringing about the perfect union created by God, called marriage? Sherri, if you agree with these statements, say, I do.
Thank you.
Now repeat after me. I, Ted Mark Hebert.
I, Ted Mark Herbert.
Herbert? All right, Herbert it is. I thought it was a good German way. We'll start again. Right. I, Ted Mark Herbert.
I, Ted Mark Herbert.
Do take you, Sherri Jean McPherson,
Do take you, Sherri Jean McPherson,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to be my constant friend and close companion.
to be my constant friend and close companion.
I promise to put your snow tires on 1 month before the first snowfall. I'm just teasing you. In the presence of God,
In the presence of God,
our family and friends,
our family and friends,
I offer you my solemn vow
I offer you my
You did a great job, man.
to be your faithful
Shut
partner,
here, Mom.
to be your faithful partner,
your constant friend,
your constant friend,
the one who provides for you
the one who provides for you
security, protection, and care.
security, protection, as well as
and care. I promise to be your partner
I promise to be your partner
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in good times and in bad times,
in good times and in bad,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
to laugh with you and to cry with you,
and to laugh with you and cry with you,
and cherish you as long as we both shall live.
and cherish you as long as we both shall live.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You got through it, bro. I got an extra hanky.
Okay, we're good.
You good?
Yep.
I, Sherri Jean McPherson,
I, Sherri Jean McPherson,
do take you, Ted Mark Herbert,
do take you, Ted Mark Herbert,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful. I said,
You said it. I just didn't hear the word husband. To have and to hold from this day forward.
to have and to hold from this day forward,
To be my constant friend and close companion.
to be my constant friend and close companion,
My faithful partner and my love.
my faithful partner and my love
From this day forward.
from this day forward.
In the presence of God, our family and friends,
In the presence of God, our family and friends,
I offer you my solemn vow.
I
Offer you,
offer you my solemn vow
right? To be your faithful partner
to be your faithful partner
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in good times and in bad times.
in good times and in bad times,
To cook you a 4-course meal every day and have your laundry done by 5 o'clock on Friday. Yeah. In joy and in sorrow.
in joy and sorrow.
I promise to love you unconditionally,
I promise to love you unconditionally
to support you in all your goals,
and support you in all your goals,
to honor and respect you,
to honor and respect you,
to laugh with you and cry with you,
to laugh with you and cry with you,
and to cherish you
and to cherish you
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You got through it. Yeah, come on, give them a hand. So as a visible reminder to them of the vows that they spoke to each other, Sherri and Ted are about to exchange wedding bands. The wedding band is a perfect circle, indicating to us that we cannot see where there's a beginning or an ending. When we make a vow and a commitment to each other as husband and wife, the desire is always to not let it ever end. And so a perfect jeweler crafted these beautiful rings to remind us of the circle of the family of love and the commitment and devotion to each other. Your rings are made of precious metal, and they have beautiful fashion, and people work very hard to find this precious metal. And some lay their lives down to mine for special metals, be it gold, titanium, silver, diamonds. And so you found each other. You are a treasure to each other. Cherish each other all the days of your life. Lord, I bless these rings in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And as Ted wears his wedding band, and as Sherri wears her wedding band, may they remind every other man and woman on earth, back off, I'm tempted. I belong to someone special. We bless these rings, may they wear it with pride all the days of their life. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So then will you take Sherri's band, place it on her left hand, second finger, and repeat after me. Sherri,
Sherri,
this ring
this ring
is a symbol of my love
is a symbol of my love
and my unending promise to you today
and my unending promise today
as your husband.
as your husband.
Da-da-da. Beautifully matched. Is it the other way around? A little bit of olive oil will go a long way. Beautiful. Now take his pen, put it in his left hand, and repeat after me. Ted,
Ted,
this ring
this ring
is a symbol of my love
is a symbol of my love
and my unending promise to you today
and my unending promise to you today
as your wife.
as your wife.
Beautiful. A precious moment. Let us bow our heads together and pray. Father, thank you today for Ted and Sherri. Thank you for the vows they've spoken to each other and the exchange of those vows in the form of a wedding band. May you bless them as they grow stronger in their relationship with each other as husband and wife now. Thank you for the maturing of their love and the gracious way that they have responded to each other on this beautiful surprise day. We thank you, God, for all of our family and friends that are here to cheer them on and to say, well done. We'll be by your side in the good times and the bad times. May Sherri find in Ted all that she has desired in her life as a husband. And may Ted find in Sherri all he has desired in a wife. Lord, grow them in their relationship to stand with each other all the days of their life. And when they draw their last breath, may they be in each other's arms, encouraging each other, even in those last moments. Thank you until death them do part. We seal this in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the most recent couple in Edmonton, Alberta, Mr. and Mrs. Ted and Sherri Hebert.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Your boys look great.
I know, they're
That was
just amazing.
yes.
This day is like,
So is this day like? What do you think of today? Tell us what you think. Hey, what a great day. That's awesome.
Sherri, pick up your stand aside.
Okay, Sherri. Oh, look at this. You guys.
Yeah, so sit down, sit down. Okay. Jerry, it was you, wasn't it?
Just need a spot. Thank you.
You and your cronies to the bar. Yeah, drinks on you, right? That's so like Jerry. You guys will get to know her. She'll buy all you guys drinks tonight. Rounds for everybody. Okay, I can hear Sherri and Shelly in the bathroom from here. Can you guys hear them? Yeah. Yes, it just happened, Sherri. This is all just happened. Come on out. So, before we get this all underway, I need you all to really dress up in your workout clothes. I'm not really recognizing everybody dressed up so nice today. All the JBFers clean up well, don't they? How many here have come to my spin class? Okay. Look how good they look. Oh, you're not done, honey. Okay, no, but you're not done. You're not done getting married.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Yes, I'm
All
done.
right, let's commence with, where's Reverend Simon? Let's commence with the sand ceremony before these folks get out of hand.
All right, so as I explained it to you, the sand ceremony is significant in that it joins two family units together, and as the sand is poured, it will make a pattern that will be a reminder of their commitment to each other to never be taken apart. So, family, proceed, and there are several colors that, as you watch it develop, it will create a beautiful, beautiful display. Every grain.
Every drop. Don't drink it.
Good job.
All right, so we're gonna take like a 5-minute break now. Jerry, round up your cronies, grab a drink, and we're gonna start this party. All right? You guys get to do that all night, but we got some things to get under our belt first. Sherry's like, I just don't know what's happening next. I don't. No, you don't have to do a speech. We told you you didn't have to do that. We didn't tell you anything else for like the past year. So, who here has seen Sherry in the last week and avoided her like the plague? Yeah. It's just easier to avoid her because somehow, someone, somewhere is going to say something and screw this all up. Oops, excuse me. Is screw okay?
Yeah.
Damn it, they picked the wrong person for this job. Okay. Well, let me introduce let's make this about me for a second. My name is Carmen Halla, and according to Reverend Simon Clarence, I am here as the MC with my wonderful, most loving, gorgeous husband, Steve Halla. Yeah, see, I'm listening to all the love languages. I listened. Who else listened? He is so sexy, and let me tell you, once you go all black, I was talking about his suit. Sorry, honey. He's like, stop talking. Okay. Anyways, welcome to all of you. Thank you, Ted, for letting me be center of attention. I know you know me so well. And if you keep letting me talk, I'll forget that I'm at a wedding and it's not all about me. But Ted was like, I don't know, like, who I should get to be the MC. And I was like, well, who else is better looking than me? And he's like, you're right. You've got this job. It's yours. Thank you for that. Okay. So welcome to all of you. Thank you all for making this day so wonderful. We do have just like a short little program. I won't stay up here forever. We've got a few different things that people want to say, but we frickin' did it. So as we're going through the year, Ted's got these ideas, and every time he like emails one out to the group or to people, there's like this little barf in the back of my throat, thinking, oh my God, is she gonna like this? Is she not gonna like this? So we kept like dropping things on Sherry, like, so if you were to get married again, like, or would you get married again? And so we kept having these little checkpoints, and Sherri didn't catch on. Any other woman, would you have caught on to these questions? Right? Yes. Yes. Okay.
Love is blind.
Love is blind. So before we go in through a couple of speeches, you guys, I've been given this scroll of etiquette, and I'm supposed to read it so that we don't have to work here for the rest of our lives. The mutard. I'm not even drunk. These aren't all mine. People have been leaving them here. The etiquette script. While touring the pyramids, please stay on the pathways. Ted. Although you like to make wishes by throwing coins in the pond, the fish do not appreciate that. Please don't do that. Ted. Please respect the fruits, leaves, cuttings. Do not pee in, on, or around these either, Ted.
JY, did you read this? Yep.
No, these actually came from Corinne, right? Oh, not all of them. She crossed them out because I was like, these don't apply to us. Like, we are so well behaved. We hardly drink. This is a smoke-free environment. All kinds of smokes. Jerry. We don't smoke anyways, Corinne, so you just tell your security guard that. And when you're outside, don't be like, hell, this is the best time of my life! And be like so loud because the neighbors will complain and they'll shut this place down too. So respect the neighbors outside. I think that one was for me. Try not to be too loud, Carmen. Okay, well, whatever. So, the pyramids, you guys have about 40 minutes left to go through them, and then we are closing them down. So they will be closed. If you'd like to take a look through them and wonder and just have a leisurely walk with your loved one, you've got... I think there's 4. 1, 2, there's 4. Okay. So, another bit of housekeeping. Bathrooms are there. There is going to be a food truck. The little Greek food truck is going to be coming. It's probably close to here, 8:30. We are going to be doing the cake cutting like ASAP. So all of that happens here. And if you like food, go on outside and have some fun out there. Don't be loud. Carmen. Justine, I heard you. Ted would like me to let you know that the bar never closes. Yeah! Did you expect anything less? No, of course not. All right.
Let's party.
I can hear mumbling and I can hear my name. I know you're talking about me. Okay, so let me introduce the families. I would love to introduce the parents of the bride, Jean and Len Gooden, and their beautiful family. Would you please stand so we can give you a round of applause? All right, and although Ted's parents, John and Sheila, aren't with us in body, they're here with us in spirit, but Dave and Doug Herbert are here, Ted's brothers, and their families. Would you please stand so we can cheer you on and drink to you? the beautiful children of the bride, Cody and Cole McPherson. Please take a walk. Was his singing not damn good? Who can sing at their mom's wedding and not totally freak out? Freak out. Freak out. No, not break out. Maybe you will tomorrow. Okay. The beautiful children of Ted's, Brooke and Cole, stand up and do you become? This is what happens when you go for Sherry.
Tell me about it.
He's double fisting already, Sherry. I'm sorry. So, before Ted and Sherry has a really long speech she prepared too. I'm just kidding. But there are some people that would love to make some toasts to the bride and groom, and I would love to introduce the groom. The groomsmen? Maybe I've been drinking too much. I don't know. Who are you? Mr. Rob Goudreau.
Well, I'm sure everyone is relieved that there was an actual wedding today. And not just an empty building with a picture of Ted's shit-eating grin. For those who don't know me, just introduce me. I'm Rob Goudreau, the only guy Ted could trust not to pay him back on his wedding day. Who else? I've known Ted for about 20 years. Believe it or not, I had a hand in hiring him to the polyethylene plant.
The other guy stole your coat.
Ted was working for Dow Construction Services at the time. Rick Holford, a respected technical advisor, said we should hire him. A few days later, Ted and I met to chat about the operator position we had open. All I remember from the conversation was Ted had a small level glued on his hard hat, the one with the little bubble in it. The bubble was not in the center that day. And I'm not sure it has ever got to the middle too many times over the years. Little did I know what I'd be getting into. I was thinking I'd tell a story about Ted, but I had a very hard time picking out my favorite one. There's a lot. I'm sure most of you have your very own favorite Ted story. Since this is a PG wedding, we will leave those stories for another time. I know you ask yourself, how has Ted kept his job at Dow? 30 plus years. Amazing. Some days I wonder myself. JY, with his great set of locks. Stand up, JY. Never had a gray hair on his head till he became Ted's boss. Ted and I were hanging out early in the day. Ted was thinking that this could be the one and only evening that he might make it through the night with his own clothes on or not trading outfits with another female. If you think he's wrong and you want to guess what time his clothes will be off, my wife Sheila will be taking bets, $5 wagers, winner take all. I'm pretty sure he'll look good in a white dress.
Underwear or no?
Ted requested no gifts, but I felt I needed to get him something. Hey. This shirt is so Ted. Nurse, the first person you see or Ted sees after saying, "Hold my beer and watch this." Enough about Ted. I'm sure. Oh no, you don't say. I'm not sure if you all know how Ted and Sherri met. Rob Sutcliffe, Big Rob, got a bunch of us involved in a morning boot camp at the Dow Center. Of course, once we had been going for a few months, Ted wanted to know what it was all about. I said the workouts were great, all the people were very nice. This instructor, gal Barb, is just great with lots of laughs. And then there's this other instructor, John. I think there was even a few single gals there. Ted started showing up to class, and it did not take him long to find his place, following right behind these two nice-looking gals with very nice butts. About a year later, Ted and Sherri ended up on the same death race team. Rob, Shelley, Sherri, Ted, and others headed up to Grand Cache to get a campsite and to do a training run in May 2010. Ted gets back to work on Tuesday looking like a cat that had just swallowed a canary. Was not too difficult to figure out what went on that weekend. The story that makes me laugh the most about Sherri is that she thought Ted was out of her league. Wow, did someone give her some bad information? One quick story about Sherri. Some of us here belong to the Lone Stars, a running, biking, ball hockey group, very exclusive club. Long history, rich traditions. One of the events we attend is Sinister 7, a running race at the Crow's Nest Pass. A few years back, Ted asked if Sherri could run on her team. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's male only. So I called a meeting of the Grand Poobahs at the clubhouse, the old Strathcona Hotel. After many draft beer, we made an exception for Sherri to join the team. The clinching argument, Sherri will run one of the longest legs and is a much better runner than Ted. Proved to be a great decision, as it seems no matter what leg Sherri runs, for some reason, she ends up driving us all home at the end of the race. All kidding aside, congratulations, Ted and Sherri. I wish you unconditional love, happiness, peace, great health. Enjoy each other. Toast to the bride and groom.
years? I got traded for Sherri. No, did I? I don't know, I'm just making that up. But our first year team, that's when Sherri started creeping into the picture as the love of Ted's life. But our death race team was called the Thongs and Dongs. Do we have Thongs and Dongs in here? Yeah, we got Leslie, Ted, Shell, Rob, and me. There's Les, yeah. The Thongs and Dongs. And then Sherri came along and, well, maybe Leslie and I weren't as fast, okay? We were more worried about the celebration after. But yes, absolutely, a lot of us in here, we got a chance to meet during boot camp. So it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 frickin' a.m. boot camps, Barbara and Jonathan. Has brought a lot of people together, and I can say some of our best friends and some of the most loyal, amazing, wonderful people that I think we will be lifelong friends with, and we continue to spread our venom and bring more and more people in our lives. And without further ado, I'd love to bring in one of my besties, one of the biggest hearted people I know, to do a toast to the bride, Miss Shelly Suckler.
So I was writing and I just kept coming back to the same point, that Sherri and I, like, right from the get-go, day one, we clicked, and we laughed, and we laughed, and we laughed, and that's my favorite part of my favorite part of our friendship is that I will phone her and say one word, and we'll laugh for 15 minutes before we talk.
Without saying a word.
So I ended up writing a poem because I thought it was the best way to put it all together. Here we go. So this is a poem about Cher, Bear, and me. There are so many memories you wouldn't believe. It all started out with a death race or two, and the laughs haven't stopped from the moment we flew down the hills of Grand Cache, led by Johnny and Barb, to the 5th death race party that met with a scar when our little Cher Bear curled her ass to perfection. Abby pulled her straight up like a full-blown erection. That was Rob's line. With her butt on some ice and her Lulus in rips, all we could say was, "Rob, bring us the chips!"
It's so true. It's all true.
For the first year of courtship was more thongs than dongs. With Leslie and Carmen, we knew we were strong. Hot tub adventures took place in Grand Cache when Norman and Boner jumped in with a flash. They learned how to synchro in a certain way, and if they screwed up, boy did they pay. In a gorilla suit was our best prankster Ted, but Karma jumped up and smashed him in the head.
I'm sorry, but I wish you guys knew the whole story. It's so funny.
The trails of Sunridge covered in memories. The miles we put on we called group therapy. We run uphill and downhill, and uphill and down, and uphill and downhill, and uphill and down, and uphill and downhill, and uphill and down. So many downhills, leaving us with a frown. All the time only hoping we'd hear from afar one of our teammates yelling out, "Sawmill card!" Hearing those words, such a glorious sound, you could hear tires screeching as we turned right around and peeled out of the parking lot at hyper speed to get the cold beer we so desperately need. In the rain and the hail and the snow and the sun. We always knew that our goal was to run through creeks and rocks and mud and bog. Eventually someone pooped over a log. Someone pooped? And speaking of poop, someone pooped on the trail. Boudreaux, I think you were there then. Sherri tried to ignore it, but to no avail. I don't think she could gag. I didn't think she could gag for an hour, but she did it like it was her superpower. Right after that, we saw some earthworms. Ted dared her to eat them, and we watched her squirm. Rob's voice of reason piped up from ahead. Sherri, don't eat that. Punch Herbert instead. So many adventures and so little time, and I'm almost out of these sweet little rhymes. We've been best of friends for the last 7 years, and we've shared many moments of laughter and tears. And all I can say is I love you, my friends, and I hope that our friendship never will end. I'm so proud of Herbert for setting this up. He listened to me when I said, don't F this up. So let's raise a glass to Terry and Shed. I wish them the best in their great years ahead.
I was so nervous about where you were going with the pooping. There's so many. Why was there so many pooping stories? Yeah, no. Yeah, my sister and I were running one time and I was like, I need to pee. And I went in this beautifully cut out area. It looked so set up for peeing. And it was kind of raining that day and Leslie, I'm like, okay, just watch out while I go and pee here in this bush. And I came out and I had this beautiful buff and I was like, oh, phew, like it's raining, I'm wiping off my face and I'm like, Leslie, do you smell something? Like, do you smell poop? And she looks at me and she's like, oh my God, you've got something. So where I went pee was also very inviting for somebody who had to do alternate movements. And it was all up my back and my shirt and my buff. And when I wiped my face, yeah. So that's why I quit running.
Are you guys gonna do something stupid?
Okay, people, get your cameras up here and take pictures. Like now. Cooper, where's your camera? The bride and groom are about to cut the cake, so please come up here and take lots of pictures. Please, for me.
You guys look happy.
Oh my God, this is epic! I've never seen someone cut a cake so beautifully.
So much whipped cream on that cake, Sherri. Just do it. Pick
Oh, Teddy, 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 Teddy.
one.
Good job. Come on, do something funny. Start dancing like Hey, remember the Roxby? What are they doing? I don't know. I'm a friend of Ted's.
This is why I hope I didn't step the block before the police on the end.